Hey guys, welcome to another Reaper blog tutorial. Today let's do some reamping. I've got a bass guitar and I want to run it through this pedal here. It's the MXR Bass DI Plus M80. It has two different channels. There's a clean, basically just going through an EQ, and there's this color button that kind of applies a preset EQ shape that I think sounds pretty good. And there's also a distortion channel. This is made for bass. It sounds pretty nice, and it should work pretty well in this song. I have a bass DI recorded here. It's not going through any effects other than recomp. So let's hear that. In the second section, it's sort of a heavier part with lots of slides. So the second section is obviously for the distortion. First section is going to be clean. So what I've done in the project is loaded up two new tracks, Bass Reamp A and Bass Reamp B. I'm sending pre-fader unity gain from the Bass DI track to the Bass Reamp tracks. On the Bass Reamp track, I have ReaInsert plugin. It's going out output 5 of my interface on the left side, nothing on the right side, and hardware return is input 2. I've got my latency already detected and everything, and when I'm setting my pedal, it's set to peak around anywhere between -12 and -6. It's about the same as the send level. As for the hardware routing, so it's coming out of output 5, it's going into a reamp box, out of the reamp box into the pedal on the right side. Going out of the pedal on the left side, it's going around to the input, to DI input of my interface. Then on the tracks, I have set this to record the output, latency compensated, and I am monitoring the input. So ReaInsert is taking my DI signal, running it through my pedal, back into the plugin, and then I'm recording on the output of the track. So I'm recording any volume changes, any other effects on this to a new file. So I will record enable. I'm going to solo it as well. Okay, so we've gotten to the end of that section. I've let it go a little bit past, and I'm just going to put in a little fade there because we're going to start recording again on this next track and continue on. I'm going to start a little bit earlier, and we're just going to crossfade those two with the different settings, turning on the distortion on the pedal, and let's continue. Okay, so now we can just fade that in. Need to make sure that ReaInsert is turned off, and these sends are turned off now that we've done all the reamping. Let's try that again. Or we could turn off the bass DI and just listen to the reamped signal. We have complete control over these now. These have already had compression applied through this, but I can always apply more. I can EQ each of these tracks. I can send them to stereo effects, all that kind of stuff. One thing I just realized I missed. If you look in ReaInsert, I've got only the left sides going. I then have the track set to stereo width of 0. If you have your track set to stereo pan, you get a pan and a stereo width control. So just double clicking that will set it to the middle or mono. The other thing you can do is set both the left and right inputs to the same signal. It will send a hotter signal to your outboard gear, but you won't have to set your tracks to mono. I think this is a little bit easier since I already have my width controls on the track. All right, so let's hear this in the mix. I think I will keep that bass DI in there, and let's kind of blend it in. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, support the website with a Patreon donation, and visit reaperblog.net for a lot more tutorials.